Hi, and welcome to this video update. This is a little bit different. I'm hand holding this iPhone, so my left arm is probably going to get way too tired. I'm also recording it just with the iPhone audio itself, not hooked into my microphone, my video microphone, because I left the things upstairs that hold the iPhone, and I'm also recording it with a it's the Tascam DR-40. I've had it for a number of years. And so, since I produced a bunch of learning photography episodes in the last couple weeks, and I've really not been terribly thrilled with the audio. I've been using the Saramonic wireless setup, and I'm reasonably happy with it. It's, it only costs $90, so I can't ask for too much. I'm looking at other reviews of other wireless systems, but I don't think I'm quite in the league yet to spend $600 or $700 for a wireless setup. I'm not bringing any money from this. I'm not trying to. This is really just for fun. And even the next one down that people seem to recommend, that's a Sennheiser, I believe, is like $399. It's a Rode wireless system. So I'm looking at alternatives, and one of those alternatives really is this Tascam DR-40. I've had it for a number of years. I really have not used it much at all, and I've got a Audio-technica lavalier plugged into it that has a very long coil. It's a nice lav. Recording into the Tascam really only just gives me mono recording. Bottom line is I want better audio, because audio is 50% of the video, and it's important that it sound good. I was a little cautious of doing this because of the concern that it was going to be difficult to sync up separately recorded audio with the video that's being recorded in my camera, in this case the iPhone. But after having done some tests with that, and I'm going to roll one of those tests in a second so you can see what's the difference between the Saramonic and what I'm getting when I record on the Tascam, because I was doing it simultaneously. It really is, in Final Cut Pro at least, in Final Cut Pro 10, it is really quite simple. It's all really kind of automated for you, so there's no reason not to do it. And that's a solution I have right now. So I'll probably be using that more in the next couple episodes of learning photography, and when I do some photography technology tool episodes. So let's check out that recording. I'll dump it in right here so you can see the difference between the recording. The first recording is with the Tascam DR-40, and then the second recording of the same scene, if you will, was done with the Saramonic wireless mic. So let's listen to that and then check back in. The Audio-technica Omni mic going into a Tascam D40 recorder. The Audio-technica Omni mic going into a Tascam D40 recorder. I don't know why I'm getting that humming sound in the Saramonic, because it really was not. It was not a happening in my episodes recording, so I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. I've also been looking at reviews of the Rode. Rode's an Australian company that is really quite known for they can be expensive, but they also have a nice line of prosumer and consumer audio recording equipment that is of good quality. So their Lav Plus mic has been lauded by several people, and it's made primarily to plug into an iOS device, so your iPhone. So I could plug that into this iPhone, carry my iPhone around in my pocket, which I have anyway, and record onto that. And the recording differences. I just listened to a new recording by Mark Wallace, who was using the Lav Plus, and it sounds excellent. So I might try that, because that's a lot easier to lug around than lugging around this. I had to put this in the back pocket, and I'm not sure if it's even going to work. So I'll try that out in a coming episode. I'm trying to get back on track with my learning photography recordings. We just went on vacation last week and took our number 2 granddaughter and a couple of her friends to the beach. It was cold and windy, and so they didn't do much on the beach. I was hoping that they might serve as models for me for my shutter priority episode and my exposure compensation episode, but that didn't happen. So we have our grandchildren, our younger grandchildren, this week. So I'm hoping that tomorrow or the next day I can chase them around the backyard, and that'll give me some good experience with or good examples of using shutter priority to capture them, or to give a blur to show just how fast they're running around. So that really is my update. It's really all about audio in this particular episode, and it's important. It's probably one of the hardest things, in my opinion, once you get past the talking to a camera and lighting and that sort of stuff. Audio really is the next most difficult thing to get right. And if you don't get it right, I hate the episode I did in Learning Photography where I was in the dining room and it was an echo sound. I hated that. I really couldn't do anything about it, given that that's when I wanted to do that particular episode and the conditions I was in. Okay, as far as a resource goes, I'm going to mention Curtis Judd's name again because he is a great resource for audio, for everything audio. And there are several others, and I'll put links below of some of the things that I've looked at in order to try to evaluate using the Tascam and using an external recorder at all, and syncing that audio with the video track. As well as the Lav Plus and some other things that I'm looking at as far as a solution perhaps to my audio issues. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next update. Thank you.